Alright, so when I open the box, I see the Amazing Space Particles magazine. So exciting. Ooh, there's an art print. There's an art print, you guys. Wow, that is pretty. I love their art prints. I love this box. Oh my goodness, there's a t-shirt. Oh, this is so exciting. First look, can't wait. Woo! Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Jessie. If you're new here, I unbox subscription boxes and more. I thought it might be fun to add that little spoiler clip to the beginning of this, just to show you guys, in case if you didn't know, how much I love the quarterly Space and Beyond space box. And I'm very, very excited to share this quarter's theme with you. So if you are as excited as I am, and I hope you are, or if you just want to see what's in this box, either way, please stay tuned. Alright, so you guys already got a first look into the box from the teaser clip, but as you know, this box is for space lovers and enthusiasts. It comes out quarterly, so this was technically the August box. I believe I received it at the very end of August, if not early September. If you guys haven't known, there's been some delays with some of the Postal Service issues. I've had like 4 boxes and packages, actually 5 now, that have been delayed. I think this kind of happened with this box. It seemed to get stuck a while in a city, so I did receive it a little bit later than normal, because the next box I believe comes out in November, which is super exciting. So I've been following this box. I've loved it from the beginning. And this box actually is sold out. As you know, it's put on by Astronomy, the same company that makes this wonderful, informative magazine, Space Particles. But again, just as a reminder, it's quarterly, $49.95 a quarter. If you buy an annual subscription, it cuts the price down to $44.80. And at this, so that's a good discount for an annual subscription. This particular box with the Comets, Asteroids, and Meteorites is actually sold out already. So I am sorry if you really like the items in this box, but you can visit their space shop and see what they have available as individual items. So this is the Ultimate Space Lovers box, and you get full-size and premium products, and those prices I mentioned include shipping. So I think it's a great deal. There's always a ton of educational information. So I say we dive right in. We have our Space Particles magazine, which really functions as the magazine and not only that, but product guide, which always comes in handy. And you know, I'll be referring to it, but I always like to look at what we have in terms of articles. So, I shouldn't show you guys a quick view of the products here. Anyway, the articles are titled this time, Sizing Up Space Rocks, Exploring Jupiter's Trojan Asteroids, Explore the Impact That Killed the Dinosaurs. Oh, that sounds like an interesting one. Imposters in the Asteroid Belt. So those articles all sound really crazy exciting, and I can't wait to delve into them. And before we get to the gorgeous art print that's in there, I just want to read a little bit of the magazine Space Rocks and give you the welcome to the August 2020 edition of the Space Particles, the exclusive limited edition magazine curated by Astronomy, especially for you, our fellow backyard astronomers, amateur astronomers, and space enthusiasts. We are thrilled you've joined us as we explore comets, asteroids, and meteorites. We hope that this quarterly collection of keepsakes, wonders, and treasures helps foster and create your love for all things space. All the items that have been created by a team at Astronomy, a trusted team of expert astronomers and scientists who are dialed into the latest and greatest technology, trends, and topics in the space arena. Our Comets, Asteroids, and Meteorites collection includes 7 exclusive items available only to Space and Beyond subscribers. So that is super, super cool, you guys. So let's get started. Ooh, sorry. Hit the tripod. We have this beautiful, beautiful art print. I need to zoom. Well, you guys can see it if I leave it in the box there. Zoom out a little bit. I'm really beginning to love art prints and boxes. I think they're one of my favorite things. I'll have to find a really good place for this. So this is the Hale-Bopp Comet. And so in case you didn't know what you're looking at, the comet's here, of course. It's a little bit, anything out in space can be tough to tell, right? Okay, this is not only the comet, it makes more sense now that I read it. It's the Comet, Hale-Bopp, and the North American Nebula. So that's there, and I will read you a little bit from it about the product in the description guide. Alright, so this Comet, Hale-Bopp, and North American Nebula print admire the most widely observed comet of the 20th century in its exclusive print from well-known astroimager Tony Hallis. Featuring Comet, Hale-Bopp, and the North American Nebula, this 8x10 print is ready to frame and display in your home or office. And they're giving it a retail price of $10. Alright, here's the best view out of the box. I should have thought of this sooner, sorry folks, but I cannot wait to find a place to hang this. I just think this is absolutely gorgeous. Lovely piece. So let's move right along to this next item. It's a information card. It's basically two-sided, and this side shows how asteroids relate to each other. And it's a really, really, really cool graph and visual, and I think it explains things a lot. It's the asteroid family diagram. So asteroids are grouped in families based on their inclinations and distance from the sun. Explore major families from the main asteroid belt like the Vesta family, Ceres family, and Hygeia family, and others. Tip: did you know that there are imposters in the asteroid belt? Turn to page 23 to learn more. $5 value. Alright, so I did read that was one of the articles. Yeah, so let's try to take a look at this graph. Basically, we've got the X and Y axis here, and it shows the different asteroids, and the x-axis is the distance from the sun, and the y-axis shows their inclination. So think about how the planets rotate around the sun. The asteroids do as well, and they have their own orbits. So think of that. Everything's not circular, it's more elliptical, showing hence inclination. That's the best way to describe it. Here's an up close look at the asteroid belt. They've got Earth in there, and you can see these different comets. And I'm actually asteroids. Sorry, I'm actually thinking I need to show you the other side of this print first before we move further into the graph. I'm sorry, no, I don't. I was mistaken. So these are the common asteroid families that are shown, each one in a different color. And I'll read about what they say. It shows the main asteroid belt and includes major families like the Vesta family, Ceres family, Hygeia, and others, which is what the product guide said. Cleopatra is plotted near center. Shown at left are the orbits of Eros and Cleopatra relative to the planets. Arrokoth lies much farther south out in the solar system, and that will make much more sense when we get to the back of the card. I wish we could look at both at the same time, but they are front and back, so it is a little bit different. But so the front, they're pointing out Cleopatra and Eros. Wish I could point and hold, but Cleopatra's there, Eros is there, and then you see Cleopatra in the green on the center in the graph, and Eros is not labeled on the graph. Wow, okay. But anyway, you guys get the general idea. I think it's really interesting. So let's go to the back, because the back has unusual asteroids, which is what they were referring to. We've got the 216 Cleopatra, the 433 Eros, and the many numbers Arrokoth. And you can see their shapes too, and pay attention to these shapes because you might see these later in the box. Spoiler alert. I would like to say I kind of wish this box had some more general information about asteroids before sharing the uncommon ones and unusual ones. But at the same time, I think the unusual ones are interesting to see and study. And maybe if I read the space particle magazine from cover to cover before recording this video, that all of this would make a little more sense to me. But anyway, let's get into these unusual shapes, because you will see why in a minute, and I'll unbox the next thing next to make it make sense. So 216 Cleopatra, shaped like a dog bone and about the size of the state of New Jersey. Cleopatra is a strange asteroid. Astronomers believe it's mostly made of nickel and iron, but the asteroid isn't even completely solid. Instead, its surface is a loosely consolidated rubble pile. Cleopatra orbits in the main belt between Mars and Jupiter. So you can see the circle there as to where it orbits and the dog-shaped bone appearance. And this is where this gets interesting. I'm going to do something a little bit different that I don't normally do, and show you two different items in the box at once because they go together. This next item from the box is a 3D asteroid model set, and it models the three that this information guide is talking about. So with Cleopatra, here's a model of the bone shape and what this asteroid looks like. And it's amazing to me that this isn't completely solid. But actually, I suppose when you think about it, that makes a lot of sense. So this is, hold it still for a little bit. That's really, really cool. And let me see if this says anything different. Nope, it doesn't. So let's move on to Eros. 433 Eros, rather. It's named after the Greek god of love. Eros was the first asteroid to be orbited by a spacecraft. Oh, that's really cool. Eros is an S-type asteroid, the most common type of asteroid in the inner asteroid belt. When the NEAR Shoemaker spacecraft studied Eros, the near spacecraft, they had it capitalized to denote that it was a spacecraft. Astronomers found that the asteroid is much smaller than they had predicted. It has 2 medium-sized craters and a density similar to Earth's crust. Oh my gosh, you guys. Let me read that again. It has 2 medium-sized craters and a density similar to Earth's crust. It orbits in the inner solar system not far from Earth. And you can see that here. The middle circular thing, the Earth is labeled on the left there, and Eros is on the right. Really wish I could point to it. But here's the shape of Eros in the 3D model kit. It's a typical S shape. So that's super cool. And this looks like it's a real close one to us. It's the first one orbited by a spacecraft. I mean, so it's definitely, it's weird that they call it an unusual one. Now I'd like to see what usual shaped asteroids are shaped like. That just wants to put me on a further Google search. But let's look at the third one, the Aerocoth. When New Horizons, that was another spacecraft, flew by Aerocoth, on January 1st, 2019, the spacecraft recorded a very red and unusually shaped asteroid in the Kuiper belt, far out in the distant solar system. Described by some as a flattened snowman, Aerocoth has the shape that surprised astronomers when they got their first close-up look at the asteroid. The word Aerocoth means sky in the Powhatan Algonquian language. I kind of thought that had a Native American sounding name to it. So there's Aerocoth, way out there, orbiting even beyond Pluto. So the fact that there's the general asteroid belt, just to give you some size. Okay, this is fantastic. Size reference. This whole gray thing that my thumb is barely reaching is the asteroid belt in relation to Eros and the Earth. But then just to show you how far zoomed out is, this little tiny gray circle is that very same asteroid belt showing Pluto and then how far Aerocoth is. That is super cool. I love that they did that. So let's take a look at the Aerocoth. Okay, it is, okay, flattened snowman. I get it. And these are really lightweight models. These are really cool. I think these are a great idea. And I love that the 3 that they decided to focus on here are the 3 that they included in the model kit. I mean, what better way to learn than to actually be able to have tangible objects to pick up and then read about them. Alright, so not much more is, oh, sorry guys, not much more is said about the asteroid kit, except for the fact that the retail value is $20. But there we have it again. And for everything else in the product guide, I already covered. So let's move on. Alright, I'm really excited about this next item. It's a little tiny piece of a meteorite that I now own, and we'll take it out, of course, in a minute, because it comes in a really cool display case. It's the Campo del Cielo meteorite. So, recovered beginning in the 1576, guys. 1576 in northern Argentina. The Campo de Cielo iron-nickel meteorite is estimated to have fallen about 4,500 years ago. Your meteorite includes a certificate of authenticity from astronomy contributing editor Michael Bakich. Display on your desk or bookshelf in a unique 3D floating frame. And of course, I'm going to show you that in a second. See page 4 to learn more about the sizing of space rocks. Value $20. I can't believe I now own a meteorite. Yay! Alright, so here's what the stand looks like. It's literally a three-dimensional stand, as I said, and to try to show it to you guys sideways, there you go. And the meteorite's in there. You can take it out and touch it. As you can see, I already did kind of play with it a little bit. There's some finger smudges on the plastic. I'm sure there's a way to clean that off. But basically, it wasn't quite centered in the case when I got it, so I tried to center it a little bit. But there is the meteorite. Can you see that? Can you see that, guys? Yeah, it's pretty much in focus. I know there's nasty glare with the plastic, but it is super cool. It's just so exciting. I'm gonna have a great shelf of a variety of amazing things from this planet to put on display. Alright, for those of you curious, here's the certificate of authenticity. And the only other thing this mentioned was that it was found not only just in Argentina, but in northwest of Buenos Aires, Argentina, so northwest of the capital of Argentina. So that is super cool. Alright, let's see what we got next. We've got a Space and Beyond box. Any guesses? Feel free to pause and put your guess in the description box. Sorry, I always say that. Comment box below. Ooh, look at the cool comet on the top of the box. It's so well detailed and thought out. Alright, we have a pen, and it's not just an ordinary pen. This pen is one of those pens from the 90s. Remember with the floaty ones where you could tip them back and forth? The Comet is actually flying down all the way into the pen there. And then it's really hard to show this on camera. I'd much prefer to show it horizontally. Then you can see it going back up. This totally takes me back to like retro 90 days of when these, I don't remember, has anybody seen one of these pens since the 90s? It's super cool. It's got the usual twisty thing to bring out the ballpoint. I swear, I don't think I've seen one of these since the 90s, but I'm so excited. I love it. I love that it moves around and it can write and pretend that you're watching a comet go through space. I mean, what better inspiration for working than picturing a comet flying through the sky? That's super cool. It's like they're a little quirky item. I'm noticing there's a little quirky, like it was a lollipop last time, pen, but so quirky in a very fabulous way. I love it. Alright, sorry guys, the product guide has me standard corrected. It's a flying asteroid floaty pen. I said comet, I'm sorry. That's an asteroid. It's fun and collectible. Send the asteroids soaring through the night sky while jotting down notes from your observing sessions. This exclusive pen from Eskison features a floating asteroid suspended in the starry sky, perfect for writing a quick note to an astronomy-loving friend. Value $9. Alright, we have another item, guys. I'm excited about this one. So you guys heard me be very excited that there was a t-shirt in this box, and actually just recently took a survey Space and Beyond sent out asking what type of products we'd like to see in future boxes, and I said definitely keep going with the t-shirts because I'm a nerd and this is awesome. The t-shirt says never forget, and there's honestly guys, I mean, was it a comet or an asteroid? I'm getting so confused right now because it was an asteroid, of course, right? I'm sorry, guys. This box, I've used comet and asteroid so much and so many times now, those individual words. So it's a Never Forget t-shirt featuring the mighty T-Rex and the infamous asteroid. This shirt is made of soft spun cotton, making it extra comfy for a night of observing. Tip, visit page 18 to explore more about the impact that killed the dinosaurs. Value $15. Nice, actually, that's really a decent price for a t-shirt, and it does feel nice and soft. I really can't wait to wear this. I've been really excited to unbox it just to wear this t-shirt, and guys, it's such a cool t-shirt. And you know, when I signed up to purchase this box, I feel like it was so long ago. I vaguely remember putting in my shirt size. It is my size. It looks like it'll fit just fine, or even be a little big, which is great if it's soft and comfy anyway. Nice and cozy time for fall and winter. But it had been so long since I put my size in. I was completely surprised to see a t-shirt. It's the first time I've seen a t-shirt in one of their boxes that I can recall. Super, super cool. I love it. Never forget. And of course, we're not going to forget the dinosaurs. I mean, of course not, right? So yeah, I'm stoked that there's one in these, and I would love to see more t-shirts in this box. That was one of the things I put on the survey, like, because it's useful. They're usable items, and they're fun. And for any, I mean, a kid or adult will like this shirt, and it's just amazing. I think it's a fantastic idea. So actually, I want to go to that page. I don't know if you guys, what you're interested in the most. I was debating going to the comparing space rocks or the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs. But before we go there, so one more thing, when I signed up for this box, since this was the first time I paid for this one. So if you guys remember, I got the planets box free to review for my honest review. But this one I did pay for, and so since this was the first subscription that I signed up for, I also got a NASA mug, but the NASA mug came in a separate package. Actually, it didn't even say from Space and Beyond, so it was actually a mystery package for me until I opened it. And it's one of those, we have another augmented reality things to do with that mug. It's another Astro reality thing, like the last box had. I want to show that to you guys in a separate video because I think it will do better separately, and since I received it separately anyway, it's not technically a part of this box. But right now they have a deal going on where you sign up for your first subscription. Yeah, so the next box they have here launches in November. So yeah, what did you guys think of this box? So we got of course, the t-shirt, the art print, the double-sided information sheet about the asteroids, the 3D model kit of the asteroids, the cool retro 90s floaty pen, and of course the meteorite, and not to mention the Space Particles magazine. So far, even between the boxes that I've seen and the one that I got, I feel like this one's my favorite out of everything. The two that I've seen unboxed that I didn't get, and planets, this one is my favorite. Why, you may ask? Well, I feel like this has the most usable items. Where it might not be my favorite article magazine, I might like the one about the planets better. However, I love the fact that there's a t-shirt. The pen's really cool. I love how those 3D models go with the information there. And just being able to have my own meteorite added to my collection of rocks, fossils, minerals, etc., is super cool. So to me, this is the most exciting box in terms of items. So let me know what you guys think. If you have any suggestions for any future themes that you think that Space and Beyond should do, please put it down in the comments below. That was one of the survey questions. They were asking for themes. So far they've done a box about the moon. They've done stars and constellations, they've done planets, and now they've done asteroids, comets, and meteorites. And quite frankly, I cannot wait to see what is next. So thank you for hanging out with me, guys, while I unbox the August quarterly Space and Beyond box. And I hope you enjoyed this. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, or if you like me and my channel. It helps a lot. Hit that subscribe button. Push it all the way to the top so you get the notifications of when I post my next video. And until next time, I will catch you later. Bye, everybody.